When it comes to choosing the right orange liqueur for the perfect margarita, people overwhelmingly turn to the two giants who dominate the United States market, Grand Marnier and Cointreau. So what is the story behind these brands? And how are they different? Let's take a closer look at Grand Marnier and Cointreau. Grand Marnier was first made at a fruit liqueur distillery outside of Paris in 1880. Louis-Alexandre Marnier L'Apostole was experimenting with mixing cognac and exotic Caribbean oranges. The recipe has remained unchanged since its creation. Cointreau dates back to the French Revolution. The Cointreau family's confectionery business was looking to diversify and decided to go into liqueurs. They researched and experimented with flavors until finally achieving the perfect blend of dried bitter and fresh sweet orange peels in 1885. While these two liqueurs are distinctly different, let's start by looking at their similarities. At the most basic level, they are both orange liqueurs, which means that they are an alcoholic product that contains orange flavors and sweeteners. They are also both produced in France and contain 40% ABV. The big difference when it comes to Grand Marnier versus Cointreau is in the way they taste and how they influence the flavor profile of cocktails. Cointreau is the result of sugar beet alcohol, while Grand Marnier relies on cognac and bitter oranges. This combination gives Grand Marnier a sweeter and heavier taste full of oaky and vanilla notes. It has flavors that you would expect to experience in a barrel-aged spirit. Cointreau, on the other hand, has an intense orange flavor and a nice, clean finish. It creates a lighter palate, which helps to make it more versatile than the heavier Grand Marnier. While they are both considered orange liqueurs, their differing flavors mean that they are not always interchangeable. However, there are some situations where you can swap between the two liqueurs by making some simple adjustments. If you are using Cointreau instead of Grand Marnier, you will want to add an additional 1.8 ounce per drink. This will help to create that sweet taste and weight that you would expect from Grand Marnier. When you are using Grand Marnier in place of Cointreau, use less because it is a lot heavier. Overall, Cointreau and Grand Marnier make up 74% of all liqueurs mentioned in margaritas. Cointreau is around 38% and Grand Marnier makes up 36%. Based on the menu analysis, it seems on-premise accounts are almost evenly split between these two brands. Based on cocktail menu mentions, we can get a better idea of which orange liqueurs bars and restaurants are pairing with which tequilas to make margaritas. According to Overproof's menu analysis data, Grand Marnier is most often paired with Patron Silver Tequila. This brand accounts for 18% of all mentions. In second place is 1800 Reposado Tequila with 12%, followed by El Mayor Reposado with 11% share of menu mentions. Patron Silver Tequila is also the most popular option to combine with Cointreau to mix up a margarita, this time at 15% of menu share. Cazadores Reposado came in second with 12%. In third place is Don Julio Blanco with 10% share of mentions. Now let's look at some key markets to see some regional trends. In Texas, Grand Marnier has 50% of menu mentions for margaritas, while Cointreau only has 33%. In New York, Cointreau has 51% of menu mentions for margaritas, and Grand Marnier only accounts for 16%. And in Florida, Grand Marnier has 42% of menu mentions for margaritas, and Cointreau has 30%.